You still got money in there?
I had money in the apartment. I had like $6 million still in there, dude. So I'm freaking out. I'm going to myself, oh my God, what am I going to do? Everywhere in Australia, there's cameras everywhere. They can watch one camera.
So you leave, go.
So I had to, yeah, they could see everything. So I already know these guys are going to be hitting my house. And I'm like, okay, what do? I got to get out of the fucking country. Like, they know me as Junior DeLuca. How long until they're going to know it's really Owen Hansen? So I'm like, man. So Sean, the personal trainer / security guard of mine, finally gets released. And he's like, dude, I told him it's your money, but you're investing in my business. I'm like, oh man, I got to get out of the country. They're going to start putting the pieces together. We don't know what this gambler's doing. He's probably singing like a canary.
God.
So I'm like, oh, fuck. I said, what do we do? He says, well, I think we could get the money back. I'm like, how are we going to get it back? He goes, it's legitimate money. He goes, you were going to invest in my business. I'm like, man, I don't know about all this. So he says, I got a guy that can get us a good lawyer. A good lawyer? I said, what do you mean a good lawyer? He's a little crooked, but he'll get the money back. So I'm thinking, okay, let's try it before I get out of here, right? So I talked to this lawyer named Michael Croak, and he's like, oh, mate, no problem. We get that money back, no problem. He goes, I'll pay off some barristers. I'll keep $350, you keep $350. I'm like, at this point, listen, hey, Big Eric, at this point, I don't care. I'll take any money I can get because it's just going to take off with that money I owe. So I'm like, okay, well, do whatever you can. You're the lawyer. You're like, you know what you're doing. So he says, okay, I'll make it happen. Fast forward, I get the fuck out of fucking Sydney, Australia, and now I get to California. And guess what? El Jefe's messaged me. Hey, what's going on with the money? I need some money dropped off. Man, I've never even met this guy. How am I going to tell him? I can't tell this guy on a encrypted phone that I lost his money. Like,